Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well...
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes.
Right, hi guys, Group 3 Drift here. Welcome to our YouTube channel. We got Ryan's car in now, as we said on Instagram. We're going to bring it in for a winter refresh. We'll show you around the car what we're going to do. We're going to go through, if you want to show us, Ryan, where all the rust and that is.
Where?
There's quite a bit of rust on this one.
Quite a bit of rust here.
You were sitting on that.
I was sitting on that.
You were sitting on that, weren't you?
That's proud of that.
That's really bad.
And then if we come under here, we've got some rust holes along the sill.
Oh yeah, look at that, nice MX-5.
These are a bit battered, but we don't worry about that.
Have you even got chassis rails there anymore?
A little bit.
Yeah, okay.
And then move on to the other side.
Is it the same this side?
Yeah, exactly the same. Bigger hole this time though.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, there's a bit of rust here.
Okay.
So forget about that.
Yeah.
Last person, clearly.
Tried having a go.
Yes, I would imagine so, but I'm pretty sure that's all filler.
So they didn't use any ferrous metals?
Oh no.
No?
We've got a big old hole here,
Ooh,
and we've got a hole appearing here.
Oh yeah. Lightweight. That's
So,
lightweight, that says.
Well, yeah, we might not even have to weld it.
Fucking beautiful.
Save the weight. And then
Anything
we've got
else?
it on the chassis rails.
Yep.
Fluffing up a wee bit round here.
They always go there, don't they? So,
So-
what are we going to do about that then?
Cut it out and tubular.
You reckon?
Just like yours.
Oh, what, like that?
Just like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, it makes your life a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
I mean, tube it, take the bolts off there, and then literally the whole front end off.
Exactly.
So away goes all this crusty, rusty fucking Mazda stuff. I mean,
Yeah, but that was an accident.
did you have an incident?
I did.
Oh, you had an incident.
I had an incident.
Yeah, we'll get that sorted. We'll get that sorted. Yeah, well, by the end of this channel, this thing is going to be the same colour as that.
Indeed.
It's going to be rust free,
Hopefully.
and yeah,
Ready to drift.
ready to drift. And we reckon we're going to get this done in.
2 months over. We need it done before March so we can drift it.
Okay. Wow. Let's not fall down any rabbit holes, because that's a lot of work to do. Because we're doing all poly bushes on it, aren't we?
Poly bush.
Powder coating.
I've got a new subframe to go in there.
Yeah.
Need to powder coat the front subframe. Underseal it after the welding's done, obviously. Paint the interior. Rip the dash out and all that sort of malarkey.
Yeah. Just basically make it a nice kind of drifty car. But the thing is, you're not going to be driving this on the road now, are you? So
Not anymore, no.
so you can kind of commit to going with the grinder and cutting things you don't really need.
Weight saving.
Weight saving, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. So
indeed.
trying to make this chassis nice. Go for it. Get everything absolutely biscuit in there. Get all that corrosion off. Get it all nicely painted, treated, all that jazz, all that good stuff. And obviously she is boosted, so the engine side of things is actually pretty solid. Not long to put that in there. It's just got to sort the shell out, make it nice.
Maybe clean this up.
Yeah, we'll
somewhere next year.
spruce it up,
Throughout the year.
tidy everything up, button up all the wiring, make it look a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. Right, so we've got the front stripped down, all the intercooler, radiator and that has all been removed, and pulled the wiring loom back. That's dangling down, and then what we're going to do is we're going to cut, because these chassis rails are all rusty on the insides and all round, so we're going to cut chassis rails off up here, all the way up here and down here, and then that whole front end's going to be chopped off, and then we're going to plate it all up and then make the front end removable, basically the same way as I've done it here. So I've cut it down there on the chassis rail, back up through, and then plate it, and then we're going to tube the front, because it's the best way to remove rust, otherwise you're going to keep chasing it, and it makes life working on the car a lot easier, which is obviously what we want. Isn't that right?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Right, so we've marked up where we're going to cut with a white line. Going to cut through there, up and then down. Same on the other side. Chop that side up there on that line. Ryan's going to send the recip saw in now and watch his front end disappear. Right, off you go, Sam.
Eternity later.
Now.
Cuts off. No longer front end.
Nice. Nice. What's the plan of attack now then?
Weld plate. Well, we need to clean up all the edges.
Yep.
Get it square. Actually get like all of this true. Nice
Yep.
and straight. And then after it's all cleaned up, because there's a load of sharp edges, weld plate. Boom. Weld plate. Boom. Both sides. Nuts on the back.
Yep.
And start making out the tubular front end.
Nice. So how rusty was this one then?
Pretty rusty.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Yeah. It's not the worst I've seen though. I've seen a lot worse, but she is pretty bad. If anyone wants a MB front end, hit us up.
Got
Yeah.
to it back on there.
Yeah. Cut and shut. No,
can weld
joking.
plates
It's
onto
gonna
that one.
go in the scrap bin, and that is hanging. Yeah. No, she's kind of committed now.
Yeah. Peace.
That's crazy.
And do you think that was a daily? Today?
Yes, you literally driven it in there today, didn't you? You literally drove it here.
Yeah.
What, for like 4 or 5 hours ago, I'd say.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And well, I mean, you can drive it home if you want to. It might be a bit cold. We're gonna tear the whole thing down now. Take all the engine drive line out, strip it down to a completely bare shell, and then we're gonna get it on the split frame, and then we'll start building and repairing the car from there, I reckon. So Ryan's gonna start doing the underside, get all the gearbox and PPF frame off, and I'm gonna start unplumbing the engine, and then we'll go from there. I think it's wise to get the chassis down to a bare shell before we start fabricating up front, get all the engine out of the way so there's no metal filings and stuff getting near it. Yeah. Cool, right, engine's out. What's that, about 15 minutes, I think? What it right? About 15 minutes? Yeah. It's all out on the floor, gearbox, subframe, the whole lot. No hanging around, just rip it out. ready to strip the engine bay, well, what's left of the engine bay, strip it all down, get it all cleaned up, ready to fabricate the front end back up.
Yeah.
It's really weird, like the engine bay is really, really short now. It's so strange. It's like an arm's length. Put your arm in there as a gauge to see. It's not even the length of your arm. That's mad.
And to think I'm a midget.
Do you think people put V8s in these things?
Right.
Mad. Yeah, so just the rear end is stripped down, all the lines, loom, strip all that out, and then move on to the rear, get all that stripped out, and then the fun happens of seam seal removing, grinding, cutting, rust removing. Ugh. That sucks. That is like the worst bit of building a car, I think.
Yeah.
We'll be quite pleasantly surprised to move on to the interior, get all that cleaned up.
Yeah. Dash out. Sound densing off.
Quick little raz and daz.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then get the kit all on.
Yeah.
Get the kit on it. Yeah, get the kit on it. Get all the front end mocked back up, and then prep it for paint.
Yeah.
And then your car's going the same colour as mine. And then we're gonna have matching liveries, which would be sick. Gonna look pretty naughty in there.
It's gonna be sick.
It's not actually a lot to do to mine, is it really?
No.
I mean, I've got to put a new back bumper on it because, well, that's still at Anglesey somewhere. That's gone. Change the skirts, don't like those anymore. And then sort some leaks out. I just can't be bothered to look into it yet. It seems to be leaking quite a lot of things on the floor. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, plenty of going on. Plenty of stuff. Stripped all my wheels down, start polishing them up because, well, what happened was we're on the way to Anglesey, weren't we?
Yeah.
And then thought, the car was covered in mud from the trailer. Thought, we quickly swerve into the car wash station, wasn't it? And we asked them not to put any acid on the wheels. Or was it snow foam or something like that they were using? And then we get to Anglesey, and then looked at my car, and then there was like real bad chemical or acid burns, and then just straight through corroded or damaged the alloy. So that was emotional. So the wheels had to get stripped down, started to work on polishing them back up, and luckily it was only two wheels that were damaged. So not the end of the world. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do to your car.
Oh yes. A lot.
So yeah, at the minute it's just MX5 stuff scattered everywhere, and not much time to get it done. So we've got to get a little wiggle on. Rear subframe out. So we're just left with fuel tank. Get that out. Get the loom off, and then that is basically the underside. Pretty much stripped out, isn't it?
Yeah.
God, these things are so nice to work on. They're just beautiful. They're so easy. Best things ever. Yeah, it's a fuel tank, loom. Then you can strip the interior out. Start building the old A-frame, get it so it's rotating, and then that is one stripped out MX5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice. We ended up getting a bit carried away. Fuel tank's out, fuel lines are off, wiring loom's pulled through, and then we ended up completely stripping the interior. Literally nothing left in there. Pulled all the loom through from the engine bay. Oh, I ended up getting a bit distracted and just kind of tucking into it. And yes, it's just MX5 everywhere. Yeah, I mean, there's not much MX5 left here anymore. It's just that, and then it's just everything else is there, bit more there. And the fuel tank's over there. And that's actually crazy, isn't it? I had like an afternoon. Yeah, like an afternoon's work, isn't it? And then it's completely tore down to a shell ready to start working on. I mean, we've got a little bit left to take out. We've just got the half cage to take out and finish off stripping the bits in the boot. It's actually not that bad under the rear. I mean, there's a couple of little crusty spots, but the rest of it, for the age of the car, is actually pretty good, to be honest. Rather save it now than leave it to be too late. Speaking of late, it's very late, isn't it? It's time to go to bed. Just got a bit carried away.
Just a little bit.
So that's it for today. Probably, when do you reckon we'll be on it next? Probably next weekend. Start tucking into it a bit more. Start doing some cutting and fabricating. Get some of the rust cut out of it. So yeah, I'm done. I'm finished for today. So yeah, good achievement, cracking day, many things achieved, and well, see you in the next one. Peace.